Hey friends, welcome from hot and noisy Bangkok. I'm in some side alley here, so I hope you can understand me and it's not too noisy. Because in today's video, I want to tell you about a huge loss that happened very early in my career. Because I think it's important to not only talk about the achievements and all the money that you made and whatever, everything is good, because that's not the truth, right? In every business journey, in every business person, there's been a bunch of losses, a bunch of things that did not go well, and this was one of the things that really hurt me. Exactly at the beginning of my entrepreneurship career, I lost a shit ton of money. And that was actually in a transaction of acquiring another business. So we lost, I just checked it up, I was crazy. I thought it was just $11,000 or $12,000 only. It was over $15,000. And this happened when I acquired another startup together with my co-founder at that time. So this was about a month before ChatGPT came out. And my co-founder at the time, he was very interested in acquiring a business because the idea of, oh yeah, you can take something existing, right, that already has product market fit, has customers, has cash flow, and you can just expand it, right? That sounds really good. That sounds really good, right? Maybe you can take it into a new market or something like that. There's always a reason, though, why someone sells their startup, right? If you ever buy a startup, I hope you can learn a lot from this video. I hope you can learn a lot and don't make the mistakes that I did. TLDR, right, is you always ask, what is the exact reason you want to sell the startup? Like, give me the honest reason why you want to sell the startup. And also do a heck of due diligence. Squeeze out everything out of them. Every bank account, every Stripe transaction, you want to verify everything. Okay, now here's the story. About a month before ChatGPT came out, I noticed because we then afterwards founded another startup that was an AI wrapper basically, based on ChatGPT. We acquired a marketplace startup. At the time it was called Copus, and it is basically there to match people who want to find a co-working space with people who offer a co-working space. What a brilliant idea, right? Like, oh, nobody has ever thought about this, right? This is, I think, one of the ideas that is like the top 3 do not start business ideas. It's just a very bad idea to a marketplace startup in the first place. Yes, it sounds great, right? You're the middleman, you just cash in the checks, you just take 20% of each side, right? Like Airbnb, and you just, magically make money, right? People are just gonna come to your platform, they want to give you 20% of their money, right? No, obviously not. I mean, Airbnb is a huge success, but it's kind of a 1 in a million or something in a marketplace startup, because you have a huge chicken and egg problem. You need to get both people on the platform at the same time, need to make the product good, everything around. Okay, so there was this guy, I'm not gonna name his name, but we had a few calls with him. He was the owner of their platform. And yeah, he showed us the dashboard in the call. He showed us customers, like, I think there was customers with thousands of dollars in transactions. So it had multiple thousands of dollars in revenue, he said. And he showed us some slips from the platform, not actual bank statements, just from the platform. And yeah, we came to agreement that the platform is worth what he said was around $15,000. Yeah, it was in pounds. So I'm gonna put the exact number here. And we had a few calls with him. We did go into the platform before and checked, oh, is there actual users? And there was multiple pages of users, right? And all with alleged transaction, with alleged payments made through the platform, bookings made to book co-working spaces, right? Simple. And we're like, oh, this sounds very simple. So at the time, he operated only in United Kingdom, and we were in Austria, in Vienna. So we said, yeah, we just take this business model and expand it to Austria, right? We checked, is there any platform to book co-working spaces? Because we were always like hopping from coffee shop was kind of annoying. And we're like, how amazing would it be to just book it, right? Wouldn't that everyone would want that, right? What a beginner mistake. Just like assuming something, just because it's cool or something, people want it, right? I just didn't know how actual problem and solution fit works, okay? Because there was not real problem. Like if you want to go to a co-working space, you just Google what co-working space is there. You just ask what the price and you just pay, okay? There may be platforms in that space that have a unique offer or something, but it's just not a good business model. It's just also so low ticket, right? People who go in co-working space, they want to pay as little as possible. The co-working spaces themselves are not even profitable most of the time, right? You see with WeWork, one of the biggest crashes of all time, right, of a startup. So yeah, he did it. He was an amazing salesman, this guy. He was such a good salesman. He told us, guys, you need to move fast, right? He like pressured us. And we as beginners, we were like, oh shit, we really need to lock in this deal right now, right? Because otherwise someone else snaps it away from us, right, this deal. And he said, yeah, I have 2 more offers for like $50,000, right? And we're like, oh my God, then if we pay him $15,000, that's a steal, right? So we're like, okay, we made the deposit. And a few days later, we closed the deal, got handed over the platform. And we did no due diligence, okay, except looking at the platform. We didn't get access to the bank account, to Stripe account. I think there wasn't even a Stripe account. There wasn't even a Stripe account. There was no payment account, actually. And we let the asset sit for a little bit. I don't even know why. We didn't immediately look in. But there was also no like refund or something. We just did it offside of the platform, right? Of Acquire.com. All of this happened on Acquire.com, but he wanted to make the deal outside of the platform to like save on fees or something like that. We like said, okay, that's fine. And guys, all the users were fake. It was all fake. We looked into it and it was all like test user, test user, test user. It was like over 100 test users. We thought the platform had hundreds of users, right? It was just all a lie. There was never made any transaction on that platform. Complete scam, just total scam. There was never made any transaction to the platform. He had a booking or two, but this was just like, oh, a friend needed a workspace and he just like referred it to them and then get the cash. But that's not the point of a marketplace, or a marketplace should work on its own, right? There was 0 traffic on the platform, on the page. There was no transactions. The businesses that were listed there, even the co-working spaces, they sometimes didn't even know that they were listed there. We reached out to a bunch of them, none of them ever replied. I think they didn't even know that this platform existed. So yeah, complete scam. We messaged the guy to say, this is all a lie. Just want our money back, right? I think he never replied. And honestly, we should have gotten after this with some lawyers or something. But then we also thought, okay, if we now have to pay some lawyers, that's going to be even more costly. And it was already a disaster. It was already a disaster, okay. And at that time, for me, I mean, we split it, right, with together the payment. But it was a shit ton of money for me, right? Just in the beginning of my entrepreneurship career. I just dropped out of my first startup because I was just tired of it, an e-commerce agency in Germany. That actually worked pretty well, but I was just super tired of it. I had a little bit of money saved up, and I put it right in there and lost it all. So I lost it all right after I made money. That felt really bad because it's your private cash that I invested there, right? It's not some, I don't know, company money that you can even write off. Just my private hard-earned cash after taxes put it into that new company. All bust, just all a scam basically. And here comes the best part. By the way, I don't blame anything on Acquire.com, okay? I think it's a great platform. Happened on Acquire.com. If you know that platform, they do a good job of matching buyers and sellers of startups, right? So it happened there. After that transaction, the founder of that platform that sold it to us, he went on a podcast with Andrew Gazdecki, the founder of Acquire.com, and he got praise, like, oh, you did this amazing transaction here, how was it? Tell us about it and tell us about your journey. You're like a serial multi-entrepreneur. This guy was so full of shit. When I saw this, I immediately texted Andrew Gazdecki on LinkedIn, like, dude, you have to take this down. This guy just scammed us, right? He took it also down. This guy will, like, I truthfully think this guy will never make it if you just lie to people like this. I don't think you can make it in business if you're like this, if you act like this. Anyways, yeah, no hate to Acquire.com. A feature that I would wish, right, for founders like us who are like complete new beginners that just get allured by a really good salesman into, oh, this is a great asset, buy it, right, is some kind of just like add-on. due diligence as a service, right? Just, I don't know, we pay a.com $500 and they do the due diligence for us. I don't know, maybe they have that now. That would be a good feature, right, to have, because I honestly would pay that ASAP now, all the time nowadays, right? No questions asked. I would pay that immediately because that would save me $15,000, right, for $500 that I pay to do the due diligence. So yeah, that was basically my worst loss in business that occurred to me. And I really wish that this video helps you. If you think about buying an asset, ask yourself a few questions. Why does the founder want to sell? There's always a reason he wants to sell, okay? If the reason is truthfully that he now is like tired and the business actually works, but he's just tired and he just wants to cash out and have a good life, okay? That's all good with it. But he needs to be very honest with you. And more honest he is with you, and when he also shares what is maybe not so good running in the business with you, and not just say, yeah, this is amazing business, everything works, you can take over the world. It's all bullshit. Like, this is all sales talk. Listen to that, okay? Just ask him also, what is not good about this business? And if he doesn't have any answer to that, just move away. Like, it's just like in every business, there's always things that do not go well. And if he tells you this honestly, and if you think you can overcome this and you can fix these problems, then it might be a good buy. And then after that, take a long time to do the due diligence, okay? Do not save on this part. Do not let them pressure sell you or something like this, right? I think these are like the worst people who like try to pressure you into buying, right? I don't know if it's some kind of coaching or whatever, or buying a business, even worse. So yeah, these are my 2 cents for this. I hope you learned something today. And I'm gonna go inside right now because I am sweating my ass off out here. But if you had a similar story where you fucked up in business, please let me know in the comments. I'm happy to hear that and happy to share it with other people as well, so we don't make mistakes altogether. And yeah, I hope you like this like transparency. You know, things do not always just go up, right? It's up and down in business. Most of the time, it's actually, I would say, failures until you really find it out and really, oh, this is how it works, right? And then it goes hockey stick. But it's mostly like, if you say you need 5 years to make it in business, it's mostly like this. And then after like 4 years, it goes like this, usually, right? So yeah, I think if we can all share our mistakes also with each other, makes it a way better environment to thrive. And yeah, see you guys in the next video where we will discuss some wins again. All right, cheers, bye-bye.